Alright, so we're here with the lower class brats who are, if you haven't heard, about to go to Japan. I guess, you guys want to say anything about Japan? I don't know. Got any plans for going over there, or?
Well, we land in Tokyo, and we meet up with Ryoko, who is the person who booked our tour for us. She used to be, a while ago, she was in Thug Murder. Then... what else was she in? Last Target, and then most recently Raz, and she's the one that booked our tour. We're going to be hanging out with Samurai Attack, who features some members that were in Cobra, one of the first Japanese punk bands, boy bands, and we're going to be playing Tokyo, Nagoya, Osaka.
Mamatsu.
No. That one got canceled. I don't know. Some other places in between those three major cities. And we'll be hanging out a lot in Tokyo this time, which will be cool. We're getting a party thrown for us tomorrow night, or the day after tomorrow. We'll be hanging out with this guy, Tokyo Hero, famous artist and tattoo artist. Drew a lot of skateboard graphics, album graphics, t-shirt graphics, and he's also a good tattooer. We're all going to be at a club with a bunch of DJs. He's going to DJ, a band called the Radiots is going to play. So it's going to be really awesome. It's going to be one of our better tours, I think, just to meet people and see a lot of new stuff over there. That's about that.
Yeah, we're going to see some old friends too that we went over there in 2004, and the band called the Hat Trickers, and they're on a couple of shows, so we get to see some friendly faces when we get over there. Gunshots.
Good shot.
Always good during an interview to hear gunshots outside.
We've had worse. I mean, this is actually pretty entertaining, so.
Cool.
We're scared. We're in Houston right now hearing gunshots. This isn't cool at all.
Yeah,
there's skinheads firing shots outside.
Which ward are we?
Oh yeah, what ward are we in?
Shibuya.
Alright, so you guys were on the recent Let Them Know BYO compilation, and once again, we're still plugging this thing 6 months later, byorecords.com. What was it like to be on a BYO compilation?
It's fuck the Sterns. I'm just kidding. It's actually pretty awesome. Like I was telling him earlier that it's like when I was a kid, someone got their head kicked in was pretty much a staple on my turntable. Growing up to it's like when I hear one of those songs, I expect the next band after it to be that, not like an album version. You know what I mean? It's like you hear something and the songs go in order, and I always, whenever I hear one of those songs off that comp, if I'm listening to a record, I always expect to hear the next band. But they've pretty much, a lot of Southern California punk rock really wouldn't be what it is today without BYO, and BYO is spread out from Southern California to everywhere else, and like it's an honor to be mixed in with those guys, and like know them and have them as contemporaries now than just listening to their records, and actually it's honorable. It's pretty fun, I liked it a lot, and the whole compilation is pretty awesome in itself,
Do you guys have like a favorite tour story or memory of just being in the band in general?
The best ones are probably the ones we don't remember. Those are usually your best. What the fuck?
Marty almost got left in Germany.
That's a good one.
That was fun.
Really?
Really? He doesn't remember that.
That's a pretty good one.
That was a great.
I can't top that.
What about when you went and took a shit on the side of the police station in Germany?
Once again.
That was good. He was puking and pooping at the same time. He was really sick.
How about
we
when
were
you
all
and Evo were puking in the toilet at the same time?
Yeah, we ate some bad fish. Same tour, we ate some bad fish at a truck
Same tour,
stop
different
in
case
France.
of food poisoning. Yeah.
And we were playing on stage, and there's pictures, you can see it, we're just about to vomit everywhere, and like...
There's a lot of food poisoning stories in the back.
Yes,
Me in Philly,
oh god, dude.
I puked while driving on the highway. That sucked.
I forgot about that.
Or were your driving bid?
It was my driving bid while I puked.
Yeah, there's lots of them.
You can start bringing up, I mean, there's been, you know, some different members in the band too, and they all have their own funny stories, like Clay dislocating his finger during the circle jerk store.
Oh yeah.
That sucked. We're thinking of sucky things, not even funny things. Things that suck.
That sucked really bad, because he came up and I was sitting on the side of the
He's
stage.
like this, he goes, I think I hurt, it looked like this, I think I hurt my finger.
He goes like this, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I just couldn't even look. And I remember when he ran off and he was diving off, they were playing,
Who do that?
they were playing Wild in the Streets, because he kept diving during Wild in the Streets, and like every show we were at, and like, and he runs off the stage, and I look over and I see the bass player, and he looks over at me and goes, and gives me this look, and I'm sitting on the side of the stage, and I kind of look over and I don't see Clay, and like 5 seconds later, here comes Clay running up, and he's like, his fingers twisted like this sideways. I'm like, oh. That was pretty bad, especially for a drummer. We told him we were just gonna duct tape the drumsticks to his hands, and he'd have to finish playing.
That wasn't even the end of the tour.
No, it was like the middle of the tour. It was like, we're just duct taping the sticks to your hands.
All kinds of things. Last tour, I tore 3 ligaments in my ankle while playing.
Second song in, 3 ligaments
Had a
broken in
big
his
old
ankle.
cantaloupe ankle. Oh, like, look at this thing. Yeah, that was fun. Those are the fun times.
Good times.
Pooping my
That's
pants.
why we do it.
Pooping your pants on stage. Next question.
All right.
We'll think of more Marty stories.
I guess what kind of led to the start of the lower class Brats? What made you guys, you know, get together and decide to form a band? Right.
Because all the other bands in Austin sucked. I don't know. It's just basically something to do when you're in your mid-20s, and it's like, let's start a band, and it's like, it gives you something to do. And like, I met Marty, he was playing with a band called The Covers, and we started playing together, and we got Rick, who was the bass player in The Covers, and he came in to play with us, and The Covers eventually broke up, and Lower Class Brats kept going, and changed a lot of members since then. But either way, back to what you're saying, we just something to do, being bored, and like, there wasn't any bands that like what we grew up on, playing in Austin. It was like a lot of garage rock and stuff like that was happening in the mid-90s, so there was no one playing like punk rock, like just straight street punk in Texas even. It's like, I'm sure there were bands, but I mean, none that I had heard of. So, like, we wanted to start a band that was doing that, that type of stuff. So it's basically how it came about, and it just, story goes from there,